It's missile meat.
Meat muscle.
No, it's missile meat.
Missile muscle?
It's missile meat.
A jock strap. What is that?
That was her missile meat.
There was something. It was like she was wearing something red, but there was something white in the middle.
That was her underwear.
No.
That was her underwear holding up the missile meat.
That's disgusting. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ashley Trevino's slinging around her Wait. What's it called? No. Shh. Ashley Trevino's slinging around her missile meat. It's not funny. Okay. Shh. It's a little funny. Okay. We can do this. Okay. Shh. Ashley Trevino. Shh. Okay. It's okay. Ashley Trevino slinging around. What's it called? Missile meat. It's not funny.
Missile meat? Ashley Trevino slinging around her missile meat. What the fuck?
Okay. This is a whole minute. Okay, I wasted like 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Ready? Go. Ashley Trevino slinging around her missile meat and the breakup that broke the internet. Did I say it? Is it funny?
Yeah. Missile meat?
Okay. I said it once. Let me say it again.
And then you gotta show it. Boom.
No. I'm going to show it. Don't worry. All right, here we go. Them cheeks be jiggling, though. What?
I couldn't help it. I heard what you said.
What'd I say? You couldn't be without mustard, girl. You couldn't be without mustard, ketchup, hot dogs, hamburgers, tacos, Cheetos, bean dip. I think the only thing that you could possibly go without is water and a nutritious meal. So you start it back up where she sits down and goes, literally. Briana Olsen and Santos broke the internet. Well, maybe not, but they did break up. Maybe. Hey everybody, if you're new here, make sure you like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all things internet drama, theme parks, and Ashley Trevino again. And if you're a returning subscriber, make sure you click that notification bell so you never miss a video. And make sure you're really subscribed because over 12,000 of you are returning viewers, but you're not subscribed. No. In this first clip, Briana's crying and telling us all why Santos ended up in jail.
Like, we definitely agreed, like, you know, that's for sure what it was. Like, he was just, you know, people were saying stuff. It was Father's Day weekend. Everything got to him. And I truly think that he was just trying to find a way to just, like, just hide his pain. And I tell him all the time, I'm like, you can talk to us about anything. Like, you have to realize Ruby and MJ are your friends. They're so much your friends that they took time away from their kids to spend this weekend with you. And to celebrate you this weekend, to make you feel special, to kind of take your mind off things, okay? Aside from that, like, I'm your girlfriend, I love you, and, like, I planned this weekend out, like, in secret because I wanted to do the same thing. Like, I wanted you to feel special. I wanted you to, like not think about all this shit. And obviously, you know, people can only take so much. Come, stop. People can...
Okay, so basically, so far, we don't really know a whole lot. We know that MJ or whoever the hell she's talking about took time away from their kids to spend time with her and Santos on Father's Day, which to me, that's a little weird. Why are you taking time away from your kids to spend time with someone who doesn't even really interact with their daughter for whatever reason? I know there's a story there. I don't really understand that storyline. I don't know if the kid is his, it's not his, if he gave up custody to the little girl, or if he just lost the custody case where he was trying to like have 50-50 custody. I don't really know what's going on with that. That whole storyline is really weird, really messy. But what's even more weird and more messy, in my opinion, is the fact that a mother and a father took Father's Day away from their own kid to go hang out with Santos. In this next clip, Bree's going into more details and basically explaining that it wasn't her or anyone in their house that called the cops, that it was actually the neighbors.
Thing. We finally get him back to the Airbnb to try and like calm him down, tell him to like stop drinking. Like, you know, like we're trying to reason with him, but when you're trying to reason with somebody that's drunk, it's like talking to a wall. I'm sure anybody who's dealt with that knows that. And so obviously we have a balcony in the back, and there's like neighbors below, and they're having a party, and so they're kind of like hearing this, seeing this kind of. So me, Ruby, and MJ, none of us called the cops. I think one of the neighbors ended up calling the cops, or like the patrol that eventually came to check on Santos. Because basically what had happened was, I feel like the reason why the cops were kind of called was, one, because they had to like literally rescue him. And then, so they sent paramedics and they sent cops along with that. And that's kind of how that happened. But it was just like so scary to see, him like trying to like, I don't know what he was trying to do. He was upset. He was like going down this fucking like literally a cliff, not a mountain, like a cliffside. And he just, I don't know how, just somehow makes it down to like where the water and the rocks are. And he's just like standing in the water.
Okay, so in my opinion, Bree's saying a whole lot of nothing, and it takes forever to get to the point. So that's what I'm here for, right? Right. That's why you should subscribe. Anyway, so basically what happens is Santos is like really drunk. He admits to himself in a later clip that he was just way too drunk, way too in his feelings, and he just wanted to go into the water. So basically the storyline here of what happened is there is a cliff, I guess behind the area that they're staying at this time, and Santos goes down this cliff, which actually ends in the water. So Santos ends up in the water, and he's like slapping and punching the water, like high emotion, high energy. And for whatever reason, the cops were called either by the neighbors or by someone, and those same cops and or paramedics ended up having to get Santos out of the ocean, which I'm sure was very scary for everyone, probably including Santos, but definitely including Bree, because although I think 99.9% of everything that anybody does on the internet, especially TikTok, and especially with this group of people, is a skit, I do think that there are feelings, I do think that there are emotions, and I do think that she probably maybe was a little bit scared in this moment in time. In this next clip, Bree and Santos are basically saying that they have to break up, and it's not necessarily because they want to, but it's because of Winter. And if this is true, then this is probably the most adult thing I've seen anyone in this group of wannabe influencers do since I found out who they were.
Miss y'all for real.
You guys are still gonna stream together sometimes.
We're doing it for Winter, chat. I want her to be with her baby, chat.
Yeah.
You know, obviously the island, like, did that shit.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, I guess so.
Should we do one more stream in Catalina and just like day trip it? Just like no alcohol. Do not like. Okay, what if you just know everything?
I'll miss y'all for real.
we're not running from anything.
I'm doing this for her. Like, I want her to win her custody battle. Like, it would be selfish for me to stay here with her and then her not be, and that like restrict.
She just wants me to be able to focus on my son right now.
How could she, like? And I know what's best for the court thing. I know I've been through it with my parents. I know what it is. Like until that thing with the Catalina thing is over, and I can't really risk her not seeing Winter like that, even though like it's just selfish for me, chat. It's selfish. Only Bree alone. Chat, I have. We had to do what we had to do for winter.
So I may not be the biggest fan of Bree or Santos or Ash Trevino or anybody that's involved with any of that group of people. But there is something that Santos says right there, which is very mature, in my opinion. And it's probably one of the only things that he has done so far that I would consider mature. But he's basically saying he's going to take time away from Bree, although I don't believe that that's really true. I think that's just something they're doing for the cameras. But whatever. He's saying that they're going to take some time apart so Bree can focus on winter. And so that his charges aren't something that's brought up in her case and that could turn into something that could potentially hurt her being able to see her baby. In this next clip, we do get a little bit of a backstory into Santos, and I think it kind of explains, for lack of a better word, the reason why he acts the way he does, the reason he is the way he is, and the reason why he was so affected on this Father's Day in particular. Because if you really think about it, this is the first Father's Day that Santos hasn't been with his daughter, maybe, but it's definitely the first Father's Day that he's been a part of this internet thing where people know his name. People know who he is when they see him in the street, and he's somebody that actually does have a pretty big following. Now, most of those people, in my opinion, are following him because of the whole Ashley Trevino nastiness that went on a few months ago, but even more of those followers are following him because of Briana Olsen, because although a lot of people don't like her, Bree is good at making content. If you look at her mini vlogs on TikTok and her content where she isn't being controversial, she's actually pretty good at making those videos and taking you along with her on her journeys. And not only is Briana Olsen good at making mini vlogs, but so am I. So before we get into Santos's story about why he is the way he is, or at least how he was raised, which is actually kind of sad, you guys are going to watch one of my mini vlogs. Come on me to Universal Studios Orlando on a wet, rainy day. I've been trying to come to the park for the last 3 days, and the rain will not go away. We only have about an hour and a half until the park closes, so we gotta hurry up and find some rides. Ooh, epic shipping and cargo? Was that a hint? Anyway, we have fast passes, so I'm not too worried. We were walking by the Transformers area, and I noticed that this area where there used to be a bar for HHN is completely gone. I'm starting to wonder if they're going to bring it back for this year's HHN, because why would they get rid of it? I don't know about you, but I cannot wait for Mel's Drive-In to turn into Mel's Die-In. I'm so excited. Anyway, I'm over here to try to find the Megan dancers. They're supposed to be out here doing their thing, and I want to see my girls. Yes, Megan, we miss you. Where are you? You know what? I don't have time for this. I saw them on TikTok. Maybe they're up here hiding from me. I'm going to go find them. Seriously. Anyway, whatever. Check out this cool cinematic shot of Mel's Drive-In. I cannot wait for it to be spooky for spooky season. And we finally have merchandise reveal. We have our first house reveal. If you don't know, it's going to be Fallout from, I guess, the TV series. So far, that's the only merch they've released. Born Spectacular is no more showings for the day, so whatever. We're going to go get on Villain Cons. We're using our express passes. I'm so excited. It's basically a walk-on. There's no filming on the ride, and I forgot to record my score. You just have to trust me. It was awesome. Next, we're headed over to Despicable Me, which is another great ride at Universal. And for us, just another walk-on. The park closes in an hour, but we have about 30 minutes until we have to be somewhere special. So we're going to go ride the Mummy. 35-minute wait. It was like a 5-minute wait for us because we have express passes. I love those express passes. So now we're making our way over to a very special area of the park to watch a very special show. Universal is a beautiful theme park at night. Okay, so we're over to our special spot because we're going to watch Sensational. I love it. It's a great show. Make sure you go and see it on your next trip. So if you guys don't know, I go to Disney, I go to Universal, and I want you guys to come along with me. So hello, go back, watch my Disney videos, watch my Universal videos. They're not very long, and it makes me feel happy. Okay, enough of that. Let's hear Santos say how his parents treated him and how he was basically bounced around from house to house when he was little. It's really sad. I feel bad for him just a little bit.
I'm not a foster kid, but I just went, they just played hot potato with me as a kid. No one wanted to take care of me. I was too bad.
You're a bad kid?
Yeah, they had hot potato with me and my uncle didn't want to take care of me. I had my parents until I was in my teens.
Normally you hear me say people do a whole lot of talking but don't really say anything. But in that clip, I really think it's the opposite. He didn't say much, but he told us a whole lot. So in that clip, Bree says, "Oh, you were a bad kid." He said, "Yeah, they played hot potato with me. My uncle didn't want to take care of me, blah, blah, blah." Then he goes on to say that he didn't really have parents until he was a teenager. I think there's a lot to unpack with that statement. I think Santos thinks he was a bad kid. And to be honest, I don't know if he was a bad kid or not, but if he was a bad kid, then there's a reason behind that. Was he a bad kid because nobody was there to nurture him and show him the way to do things, to teach him and to just parent him? I don't think so. I don't think his parents were there for him. I don't think they were there to nurture him and care for him and show him how to really, truly feel loved and how to love others. And I don't think that's the case because he said it himself. He said he didn't have parents until he was a teenager. And that's really sad. Think about that for a second. If he didn't have parents until he was a teenager, he had nobody. He felt like he was a burden. He felt like nobody wanted to take care of him. He felt like he was being bounced around like a hot potato. And I don't think anybody should have to feel like that. I don't think anybody should have to grow up and not feel loved and included and nurtured and cared for. And I'm not saying that's an excuse for anything Santos has done in the past, but I am saying that I'm starting to see why he seeks attention the way he does on TikTok. And I can understand a little bit more why he's trying to work so hard to build a following for himself, because he wants people to like him, to care for him, to love him, and he wants to grow a community, and he just wants to feel included. Now, although I don't agree with the way he's trying to achieve it, but I can understand a whole lot more about him just by those couple of sentences he said in that previous clip. In this next clip, Bree's audience is upset because they're not going to have anything to watch if her and Santos breaks up, and her response is perfect, in my opinion.
You can't break up, then I'll have no TV show to watch. We have to break up or I'll have no son for the rest of my life. So.
There's something we have to remember. Bree is, if you like it or not, she is a content creator. And she is someone who understands more than most people how social media works. Bree had a big following before Ashley Trevino. She had over 2 million followers, or at least over 1 million, I think, on Instagram before she ever knew who Ashley Trevino was. And although I don't agree with the way she got her following, I'm not really going to hate on her too much either, because she was young. She's just trying to figure things out. And we only judge Ashley Trevino here. But I do have to give these creators props when they are due. And the fact that Brie is telling her own chat that it's more important for her to be able to see her son than to entertain them has to be respected. Allegedly, in my opinion. In this next clip, we're finally going to hear from Santos. He's going to tell us what happened on that day in Catalina when he got arrested. And it's kind of sad.
I'm explaining now. I'm explaining just a little bit because it's just stupid. We were having a great time. I barely had slept. I slept 2 hours. I was excited about going to Catalina. And then, where did I start drinking? I started drinking on the boat. And I guess that's where it started. And yeah, I just remember blacking out. And then everyone's yelling at me to get off the cliff. And I'm like, I want to jump into the water. So I was just stupid. Drink because you're hurting. Well, I don't want to say that because Yes, I miss my daughter. I wish things could have been different, and we could have been enjoying Father's Day a different type of way. But not everything goes our way.
I don't know what's going on with Santos and his daughter and the mother of his child. I don't really know. I don't understand that storyline. I don't really look into it because, truth be told, I try to look at all of this stuff at a surface level now because I'm tired of having nightmares. I'm tired of seeing Ashley Trevino's face in my dreams. Ew. And in this next clip, my nightmares have turned into a reality because Ashley Trevino is brought up in Santos's TTS, and what they have to say is kind of gives me the giggles.
Beluga Protection just tipped $2. Santos, cut your shit and stop accepting fat Trevino Beluga's calls. She spoke so bad on Brie. Block her ogre ass, or we will report you for bestiality.
What the fuck?
Not the bestiality. Whew. In this next clip, Brie is trying to explain to her chat that it's not as confusing as everyone's making it out to be, that they do still care about each other, but they have to take some time apart and blah, blah, blah. Just watch it.
Our last date nights before he moves. So, where we take our time apart. Like, oh my God, like, they're like super confused about the breakup. It's like, we're not like, oh my God, something horrible happened and we don't want to be with each other. We do want to be with each other. We're choosing not to because I want to focus on my son and everything else going on. And he, after this weekend, he obviously saw that, like, he's going through something that I feel horrible that I can't help out with fully. Like, I'm going through my own stuff. I don't want to put that on me to, like, I can't heal him while I'm trying to heal too, and like I'm going through my own things. We just decided together that like time apart is just best for now. This is not a bad breakup. We want to be with each other. We don't want to break up, but it's the best thing to do right now so that we can focus on different things. It's just the mature thing to do. It's just the right thing to do. At least for us, we feel that's the right thing to do. It doesn't need to matter to anybody else.
You know what? I don't really care if you like Brie and Santos or not, or if you don't like Brie or you do like Brie. What she said in that clip was very mature, and I hope that's the reality. I hope that's not just a scripted thing or a skit or whatever, just for the cameras. I hope that whatever she is doing is for her son, that she saw that doing all those things to get views up wasn't really worth it in the end, and she's working to really try to do what's best for her son so that she can have that relationship with him. It does appear, in my opinion, that Brie really does love and care about her son. And it also appears, in my opinion, that Santos loves and cares about Brie and also respects the fact that she wants to be with her son, she wants to fight for her son, and the fact that they are taking a break either for the camera or in real life is very mature. And I hope they're really not just playing it up for the camera, that they're really going to do what's best for Winter in the situation. And I have to say, Bree seems to kind of, sort of be smarter than she puts on to be. She definitely seems to care more about her kids than Ashley Trevino cares about hers, in my opinion. And all I can say is I hope that she continues to go down the right path. If you really think about it, since her and Santos left the Clap House, formerly known as the MILF House, she hasn't been drinking as much. She hasn't been acting crazy as much. And I hope she continues to go down that path of just taking care of her son and doing what she has to do for that little baby. Now, is she going to be perfect? And has she been perfect this entire time? No, but none of us are. None of us are perfect, but we all have to just continue to do the best we can. And I think we should just send the girl some good vibes, and we'll just sit back, watch the storyline, and see what really happens. Because we do have to remember that these are real people, and there are real children involved. And I really hope this kid gets to grow up with not only his dad, but his mommy too. But what do you guys think about today's video? Do you think that Bree and Santos should have just went off that cliff together and just disappeared into the ocean? Or do you think we need to give Bree and Santos another chance, or at least give Bree another chance to see if she could be the mommy that she says she wants to be? I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments below.
Them cheeks be jiggling though.
What?
I couldn't help it. I heard what you said.
What'd I say?
You couldn't be without mustard, girl. You couldn't be without mustard, ketchup, hot dogs, hamburgers, tacos, Cheetos, bean dip. I think the only thing that you could possibly go without is water and a nutritious meal. So you start it back up where she sits down and goes, literally. Ashley Trevino's got new managers and you'll never guess who they are. Hey everybody, if you are new here, make sure you like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all things internet drama, theme parks, and Ashley Trevino. And if you're a returning subscriber, make sure you click that notification bell so you never miss a video. In this first clip, we're finally going to hear what Ashley thinks about the situation that happened between Bree and Santos. And she says Bree deserves it because she's annoying.
If she wasn't annoying, I mean, maybe it wouldn't have happened to her. Just saying. She is annoying.
Who are you talking about, fool?
Bree.
They're coming in here asking me where Santos is. Why would I know, out of all people, where
I
fucking
just
Santos
talked to him last night and he was good. He was in a hotel.
I gotta-
The reason I'm not a girl's girl towards her is because she let people talk about my kids. And I don't agree with that. I would never let somebody talk about Winner like that. So for her to do that and in front of thousands of people, you're not a girl's girl either. So I lost all respect for her. If you don't like what I said, you can literally leave my live. I do not care. Your little view doesn't hurt me or bother me. Double tap, you guys, double tap.
What do you mean you're not a girl's girl toward her because she let people talk about your kids? Why weren't you a girl's girl to Jesse's ex-wife and you said you just wanted to get with him to show his ex-wife that you could get with him? That's really weird and gross. What about the fact that you talk about your kids and how fat their nose is, the fact that their lips aren't big enough, and that they're wet and border buns? Is that you being a girl's girl to your own kids? I don't think so. The only thing you are is weird, strange, and gross. Ew. If you didn't see my last interview where I go over the whole Bree and Santos and the whole DV situation, make sure you go check that out. But basically, since then, new information has come out, and allegedly, supposedly, whatever, there wasn't a DV situation. The charges have been dropped. Bree and Santos did say from the beginning it wasn't a DV situation. They don't understand why he was charged with that it was just a misunderstanding, that there were like words back and forth between people on that day, but it didn't involve her. So as of right now, they're saying the charges have been dropped. There was never a situation that happened between them, but they are going to take time apart so she can focus on Winter and so he can focus on himself. But together, it seems like they're going to focus on Ashley Trevino and her internet career.
Oh, Ash? Oh my god. Yeah, well, we manage her, so she has to listen. She needs to start streaming because I need her to make me money.
In this next clip, we get an inside view of what it's really like for Ashley to have a business call with Santos, and it seems like Ashley might be making her very own world premiere on Kick very soon.
What's up, Ash?
Hey, who's that Queen B?
Queen B, that's gonna be your moderator for Kit. So that way you can tell her anything that you need.
She can pin TTS.
Hey.
She can mute people.
Yeah, she can mute people. Wait, I'm gonna tell. Can you explain?
She can pin TTS. She can mute people. She just handles the chat basically.
Okay. She does that for Brie or what?
Yeah, she's a moderator for both of us on several accounts.
I got a cheers. I'm gonna come back. Okay, let me know when, are you ready to start streaming on there? So that way you can start streaming right now?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
Okay, I'm gonna send you an app to download, or can you go get a phone today? Because if not, then you have to wait till I see you to give you this phone.
Okay, when are you going to be in Texas? Are you going to be there Monday?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there Monday.
Okay, can you meet me Monday?
Yeah,
Or Tuesday?
yeah, Tuesday, Monday, whatever. I'm gonna be in Dallas.
Okay, yeah, we can meet then.
Okay. Hey, again, I'm taken.
Shut up, Santos. I have a boyfriend.
Okay, I know, but just don't give me those eyes.
Quit playing.
I know you. No, I do not want to know how it smells.
Oh, yeah, we're not doing that. We're going to have to change lyrics.
Wait, what's your boyfriend's name?
Are you on live?
Yeah, I'm on live. Oh, okay, I'll just say, ask mysterious boyfriend how it smells.
Yeah.
They all know how it smells. How about you say that? They all know how it smells. You want to know how it smells. I'm going to make sure you all know how it smells.
Santos, you better not make sure we all know how it smells. Ew.
You want to know how it smells. I'm going to make sure you all know how it smells. And then drop a tour date, and then we could, perform the song. You're going to be jumping up on stage, boom, boom.
Yeah, literally.
They said, ask Uncle Fester.
I hate you, Santos. Shut up.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you in a bit. Talk to Jack. Call Jack. Anything. He'll make something happen.
Tell him if he can to FaceTime me.
Yeah, he'll FaceTime you.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Do you think Santos is talking about Jack Doherty? Is it possible that Ashley Trevino is going to show up on Jack Doherty's live stream? I don't think she's ready for that kind of content. I don't think she's ready for that kind of TTS roast. But you know what? If she does, I'll be here for it. Just in case you're all wondering what kind of content Ashley's probably going to be putting out very soon, I decided to give you a little sneak peek.
I know this is not the mustard I bought.
Them cheeks be jiggling though.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, I saved it on your stuff. So go to file.
I don't know how y'all survive without mustard, to be honest.
Renee is lying, listen. I'm the one that eats it.
I can't be without mustard.
You couldn't be without mustard, girl. You couldn't be without mustard, ketchup, hot dogs, hamburgers, tacos, Cheetos, bean dip. I think the only thing that you could possibly go without is water and a nutritious meal. In my opinion, of course.
I can't be without my shit. Literally. She's pregnant? No, I'm not. I'm just fat and I love to eat. I gotta drink Coke while my dude's not here. Remember, he doesn't let me drink soda. Just kidding. And I always eat 2 types of chips. So if y'all know Ash, y'all know Ash. I'm gonna make y'all crave a hot link watch. Alright. Poor people breakfast.
What the hell is she doing with that bread on that hot dog? I thought she was bougie and rich.
Poor people breakfast.
Girl, that's fucking hot dogs, bread, and Funyuns. That's not no goddamn breakfast. What the fuck are you talking about? Breakfast? That's like my son getting up at 5 in the morning and eating pizza and calling that lunch. That's not no damn breakfast.
And my face is not stained because of soda. My face is stained because I pick at my pimples.
What the fuck you mean your face is not stained because of soda? It's stained because you pick at it. Girl, your face shouldn't be stained no matter what the hell you do. Girl, what are you talking about? You know, you need to go see a dermatologist and a nutritionist. And maybe a psychologist.
A few moments later.
Stained face? What? I ain't never heard that before in my life.
A few minutes later.
A stained face.
My favorite content creator, heartbreaking. Just kidding. I like to watch eating videos, so anybody that makes eating videos.
In this next clip, she's looking like a hard 36 as she talks about the only inmate that she'll go back to is her little boy, literally, Isaiah.
Back to another inmate. If it's not Isaiah, no. Literally. Isaiah'd be the only one that I ever went back to. But with him, like I said, it's so much different. And he's not a kid. Like, he's older, you know?
But what do you guys think about today's video? What do you think about the fact that Bree and Santos are now her managers and they're going to put her to work? Do you think that Ashley has the potential to be the next great TikTok and Kick influencer? Or do you think that Ashley's got a hard life lesson coming as soon as TTS gets a hold of her once again? Make sure you let me know in the comments below. It's missile meat.
Meat muscle.
No, it's missile meat.
Missile muscle?
It's missile meat.
A jockstrap. What is that?
That was her missile meat.
There was something. It was like she was wearing something red, but there was something white in the middle.
That was her underwear.
No.
That was her underwear holding up the missile meat.
That's disgusting. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ashley Trevino slinging around her wait. What's it called? No, shh. Ashley Trevino slinging around her missile meat. It's not funny. Okay, shh. It's a little funny. Okay. We can do this. Okay, shh. Ashley Trevino. Shh. Okay, it's okay. Ashley Trevino slinging around. What's it called? Missile meat. It's not funny.
Missile meat? Ashley Trevino slinging around her missile meat. What the fuck?
Okay. This is a whole minute. Okay, I wasted like 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Ready? Go. Ashley Trevino slinging around her missile meat and the breakup that broke the internet. Did I say it?
No.
Is it funny?
Yeah. Missile meat?
Okay. I said it once. I'm say it again.
And then you gotta show it. Boom.
No, I'm gonna show it. Don't worry. All right, here we go. Ashley Trevino is slinging around her missile meat and the breakup that broke the internet. Hey everybody, if you're new here, make sure you like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all things internet drama, theme parks, and Ashley Trevino's missile meat. Ugh. And if you're a returning subscriber, make sure you click that notification bell so you never miss a video. We got it. We did it. In this first clip, Ashley's showing us what it's like to go out on a date with her and Uncle Fester.
His little note from me to him. He's my safe place. And then our dinner that they bought us.
Well, Theo Fester wasn't Ashley's safe place for very long because a few days later, he's putting her pink trash bags in her nasty ass used BMW.
Okay, so what happened?
Hold on, did you see that? He's outside. He's looking at me get my stuff.
Oh no.
Oh, look, he's helping me bring my stuff. He's helping me get my shit.
Oh, sorry, you guys. That's a heck of loud. Holy shit.
Hey, sis. Sorry. I wasn't looking at the screen.
I got all this shit in my car.
She's on FaceTime, yeah, because she's packing up her stuff. Hold on. We're gonna find out. She can't. She does. She knows.
I'm gonna miss you.
Anybody that knows me says that I'll tell you, I won't ever put you out like that. I'll be like, I'm on live. Watch what you're doing.
Alright, bye, Vance. Take care. You have my Instagram. You can message me. Yeah, don't be a stranger.
Kim T, I told her why she acting like that. She knows she'll be back tomorrow. I said that to her.
Hold on. I need to get my shit.
Just in case you're wondering why the Temu lawyer is on TikTok live, it's obviously because she wants views, and Ashley was not on live at this time, but Ashley was on a FaceTime call with her Temu lawyer, who is also a mutual friend between Ashley and Theo Fester.
So is the Temu lawyer like under? Is she, because they're like a pyramid scheme, right? So is she under Ashley? So does it go like what's his face? The one who has the fake teeth. Santos, Ashley, then Temu lawyer?
No, Temu lawyer is not a part of that.
Oh.
No. That's going to come later.
Oh, okay.
But
Because
basically
it seems like Ashley's if you were on the back end of it all, you know what I mean? Like where you're working with them, it looks like she's making him and she's making the Temu lawyer. Like if you didn't know up front, like as they're building their subscribers or whatever.
No, the Temu lawyer is the lady that was doing the cease and desist, and she's paralegal. That's why we call her the Temu lawyer. But I think she's related to Uncle Fester, or she's really good friends with Uncle Fester. That's a different.
Oh, so they're just chasing clout off of Ashley.
Yeah, that's a different part of the multiverse.
Okay, multiverse. What is this, Avengers Assemble?
Yeah. In this next clip, Theo Fester is telling us all why he got rid of Ashley and her smelly nunu. Allegedly.
Somebody said, why did you guys break up? I'm gonna tell you, this is what happened yesterday. We took off from Florida at 10:30 in the morning. We had to stop in a town where my mom and drop off the vehicle that we had and pick up my truck. This is at 11 o'clock at night. I went and stopped to see my daughter. My son wanted to see his mom. So we stopped. She got upset because I stopped at my ex's house so that I could see my daughter and my son could see his mom. And she said that was disrespectful of me to stop at my ex's house for me to see my daughter, and for my son to see his mom. And that was a straw for me, because I'm a family man. I don't give a dang. I want to see my daughter regardless. And I know my ex wants to see my son, which lives with me. I got full custody of my son. My ex has full custody of my daughter. And so we have to do this. We have to deal with each other regardless. Well, she got upset. Ash got upset because I stopped at my ex's house. And so she was upset. We didn't speak for an hour and a half driving home. It was another hour and a half drive home. And after that, I made the decision. You know what? It's not even worth it. Not even worth it. So I let her stay at the house last night.
In this next clip, Theo Fester is telling us what we all already know by now, that it wasn't really a skit, that they are really broken up, and he's glad to be rid of Ashley because she belongs in the streets.
And this is not a skit, all right? This is not a skit. 99% of you guys know that she belongs to the streets. I know you guys try to tell me. I know y'all do. I appreciate it. But to answer the biggest question that everybody's asking, did I put hands on her? Did I choke her? Did I do this? No, absolutely not. Me and my cousin are enjoying some Ojos Locos, little nachos, enjoying the afternoon, enjoying the breakup.
In this next clip, Theo Fester breaks down a little bit more what really happened and why he ultimately decided that the nunu wasn't worth it anymore.
No, she didn't ignore my daughter. She was reading a book, and my daughter opened the door to the truck. I said, "Hey, Ash," really excited, and Ash just, "Hey." Just like, I was right next to my daughter, and I was like, no. Yeah, that doesn't fly with me. Red flag? Yeah. We get married? Absolutely no. No. We did not get married. She was never even my girlfriend. Never even my girlfriend. No, she didn't. No, she stayed at the house a few times, but no, she did not live with me. Yeah, she's having her house remodeled, the house that she's getting, yeah. Yeah, we're broke up. Yeah, we're broke up.
Okay, so there's a few things that I just don't believe Theo Fester about in this whole clip thing that we had going on. So several times he mentions the word breakup and we broke up and I'm not getting back with her and blah, blah, blah. Then he wants to try to sit there and tell us that he was never her boyfriend. She was never his girlfriend. I think that part's a lie. I think maybe he told Ashley that they were together, or at least maybe if he didn't really say the words verbally, that he kind of implied it by letting her stay there, by smelling her nunu, by letting her clean up his house for him, by letting her wash all his dishes for him. And I think Ashley thought, because he let her do all those things for him, that she was his wifey.
I think he was just letting her think whatever she wanted to think. And then he was just playing it off, just like whatever. And he wasn't denying anything, so he was kind of like leading her on by not denying it. And then it probably was like a friends with benefits in his view. You know what I mean? He was thinking, oh, I got somebody to clean my house. I got, if I got the beer goggles on, then whatever. He wasn't telling her that she wasn't his girlfriend. So she just assumed that everything's going smoothly. So in her eyes, she's thinking, I got a boyfriend. I got my things here. He's letting me move my things in. Because what guy is going to let a woman bring her stuff into your house? Like, if I'm a man and she's moving her stuff into my house, I don't know if I'm gonna let her do that, especially for like friends or whatever. If she's in a hard place at the time, yeah, I'd be like, okay, you could take the room downstairs or whatever over there and like pack your stuff over there. But it wasn't like that. It was like,
Well, he didn't want her upstairs, remember?
he didn't. So he had her downstairs.
Yeah, remember when he was like, "Oh," she was like, let's go upstairs," and he was like, "Bitch." Remember that?
Yeah, I thought he was just drinking and watching TV when that happened.
He was asleep.
Right.
I don't know.
But were they sleeping in the same room? Was she like, "Come on, let's go to bed"?
No, she wasn't asleep. She was on live.
No. Like he was dozing off because he was drunk, and she's so used to him coming up to the room and going to sleep with her. She was like, "Come upstairs and come to bed with me," you know. And he was
I
like,
don't
"What the fuck?" Okay.
That's why I think that she thought they were a thing.
There was some other stuff that he said there that was, can't remember what he said, but there was like 3 things he said that didn't make sense. If she was just a friend or whatever. Oh, she said that she's got a house that she's rehabbing.
So she said she was in the process of buying a house. I personally think, you know how a house can go in escrow or whatever, and then you can lose it in escrow, like if your credit or your income or whatever is not like, because you have to do all that paperwork.
Yeah.
I think it fell through an escrow because she hasn't really talked about it.
He just said, she was just staying there until the little items were fixed or whatever. And he said it really fast, like he just glazed right over it.
He says it in other lives. He says that he never saw it. He doesn't really know anything. He's never seen proof that there's a house. So I think it fell through an escrow because she hasn't been making money for maybe a year. But when you go to buy a house, like that's not good enough. You know what I mean? Like you have to have your finances in order. Unless she was on like a first time buyers program. But if you're on one of those, if they even exist anymore, I don't think the kind of house she was buying would be approved because it was like
a HUD home?
Yeah.
She can get a HUD home.
It wasn't like a HUD home. It was like a shack. It looked like a shack.
Yeah, but you can get HUD financing. Like that's our first time buyers program that government provides.
Even if it's like condemnable looking?
Most of the time, that's the only thing that you're able to get approved for. So like once it's approved, like everything goes through, and then the only way you could lose it is if you don't make your first month's payment.
Then I don't know because she doesn't really talk about the house.
They were probably like, she probably was like, "You got to fix this, this, and this before I move in," and then they were like, "Yeah, we'll fix that," and they fixed it, and then she's probably gonna end up moving in there.
I don't know. She says she's moving to LA.
LA, how about that? That's a flex.
In this next clip, Ashley is being normal, weird Ashley and saying she's jealous of another woman's body.
I'm legit so jealous of your body.
Stop.
I'm so jealous of your body. Your body. I need it done ASAP. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Okay, so there's something really weird about Ashley in that clip. So I'm always saying how Ashley is like, she's not a happy person. She's super depressed, super like insecure, no self-esteem, just all the bad things. She's like nothing positive in her life or in her mind. So there's something about that clip that kind of proves that for me. Because if you really pay attention, she's like, "Oh, I'm jealous of your body." But then she goes to like this weird, like kind of depressed look on her face, and she's just clapping her hands and being super weird.
I'm so jealous of your body. I need it done ASAP. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
I don't know. I think it's weird. I think it's really weird when another woman is jealous of another woman. I think that's weird. I think that's gross. It's one thing to be like, "Hey girl, you look good today." But she's not like, "Hey girl, you look good today." She's like, "Oh my God, I need your body. I'm so jealous." That's weird. That's creepy. And that's gross, in my opinion. In this next clip, Ashley's telling us if we go unfollow Theo Fester, she'll do a giveaway. But we all know that Ashley doesn't really do giveaways, so we're going to keep following Theo Fester because we want to hear all about how nasty she was to his kids.
Is your man there? What man? I don't have a man.
Mine's not working. You tell him, girl.
I don't have a man. I'm single. Everybody go mass unfollow Uncle Fester. Go mass unfollow Uncle Fester, and I'll do a giveaway tonight. If y'all go mass unfollow him, I will do a giveaway tonight. Did we break up? Because we're just not compatible with each other. He didn't have a mansion. He just had a 2-story house that wasn't clean.
Can we point it away from her?
Literally, this is how he looks without his hat, you guys. That's how he looks without his hat.
How does somebody say that they don't look, that the person doesn't look good after they just finished dating them? Like they were literally dating them when they looked like that.
Well, that's normal. That's very okay. So think about like high school, middle school, young 20s. If you broke up with your boyfriend or girlfriend, you'd be like, well, you're ugly anyway. You know what I mean? Or I didn't like you anyway. Or your breath stank anyway. Like shit like that. It's giving like middle school breakup. I don't know, but he was her safe place and she was like wanting him to like put a ring on it and shit. So I don't know.
He said that?
There's a clip. I don't know where the clip is.
That he says he wants to put a ring on?
No, she said I want him to put a ring on it.
Oh.
Now that Ashley's doxed Theo Fester and we know his real name is Renee Vasquez, she's going to be even nastier by calling his minor son. I thought she didn't like it when people called minor children on the internet.
Oh, he drinks from day up to day down. Like even before he goes to work, he's drinking. You should be drinking if you work at a power plant. And you hate your life if you're drunk all day. Literally, I can use all this against him to get his son taken away. Literally. Actually, let me call his son. We're gonna call his son. I'm gonna call his son as we speak right now. Say your daddy's online. I'm gonna call his son right now. Hey, Alex, please call your dad. He's on live with the Cheeseman page, and I don't want this shit to get bad, baby. But your dad's sitting there talking shit about me. You know I've been nothing but good to you and your sister. He's on live talking shit about me right now at a bar, Alex. He's sitting there saying that I'm bad, and I'm sitting there talking shit to him. Alex, you know I can make his life miserable, and I don't want to. Alex, you know I can make his life miserable, and I don't want to. Hi, Drake. But Alex, bro, like, look, your dad is literally on live right now with Carol C. Look. No, look. Your dad's talking shit right now, Alex. Like, your dad's at a bar. Turn your camera on. Okay. Look, your dad is literally sitting there talking shit right now. Like, why is your dad sitting there talking shit? Alex, you know I've been out with this. Okay, so why?
I don't know who Ashley thinks she is, calling some 16-year-old and forcing him to get on FaceTime and saying, why is he doing it? Why? The kid's 16. He doesn't know what his dad is doing or why he's doing it. I think that's really weird. I think that's really gross. And that just shows everybody how toxic, nasty, and disgusting Ashley really is.
She's trying to manipulate him. She's like, you know what I could do to it? You know what I could do to him?
In this next clip, Ashley leaves Theo Fester and runs straight to Santos and Bree.
I said I just moved out my boyfriend's house. So I have all my stuff in my car. So
That was me when I moved over here.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
like I literally just left his house and came straight here. So.
You haven't gone through it all.
And no, I cried like a couple tears, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna cry no more. Yeah. And that's what I'm like, whatever. Like he's gonna eventually feel it. I'm okay because I make my money regardless. You don't need a guy.
What does making money got to do with a breakup? That has nothing to do with a breakup. I don't really understand why she's saying like, I'll be fine because I'm going to make my money anyway. Like, that's just weird to me.
I couldn't focus on what she was saying because the bags in her eyes were so swollen. Like, I think when she cries, her eyes swell and the filter couldn't filter out the bags under her eye. What? No,
That's not from her crying. That's just her genetics.
that's just the filter wasn't working.
There's a filter on there.
My goodness, I don't even know what she said. I couldn't focus. Just kept staring at the bags.
Well, if you couldn't help staring at her bags, in this next clip, we're going to get to see Ashley and her missile meet.
What?
God damn. Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god. What is that?
In this next clip, Bree's trying to hold in her laughter because Ashley's sitting there crying over Theo Fester.
Wait, was she wearing a jockstrap?
What?
What was the missile meat? What was that?
That was her nunu.
Was she wearing a jockstrap or something?
Why would she be wearing a jockstrap?
What was that?
That was her missile meat.
But there was like something there. What was that?
Her nunu.
No. That was like a jockstrap or something. Wasn't it? No? I don't even want to look that close. I don't even want to know. I don't. I really don't. We can move on now.
Yeah, because Santos didn't turn it on. Because I turned it on and you held it. Oh, hell no.
In this next clip, Ashley's going to say that Bree's not her manager and then turn around and ask Bree what's her kick username.
No, Bree's not my manager. Bree. My kick is Ash Trevino, right? Ash Trevino? Ash Trevino kick. I don't know where the other food is. My kick is Ash Trevino.
In this next clip, we finally get to see the man, the myth, the legend, the CEO of TikTok, basic white boy, Wes Wave.
What's up, everybody? This is Wes, right here, the CEO of TikTok.
Nice.
Hey.
Not the Fiji. That's mine, right? Oh, have you ever tried this?
I got more in the party.
Have you ever tried this combo?
No.
You gotta try the Ash Trevino snack. They bought it for me. You gotta try it.
Should I try?
Ashley, that man don't want to try the Ash Trevino snack. He looks like he only eats lettuce and air.
They bought it for me. You gotta try it.
Should I try
I'm
it?
gonna walk out to my car and get my little energy.
You're gonna get the energy?
Yeah. I got one. You want?
Yeah. Get his contact right now. Yo, look at Ash. Yeah, let's see. You gotta dance. Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe I was wrong. He drinks energy drinks too.
Are you getting douchebag vibes?
What?
Douchebag vibes.
No, that's what I get from you.
Love you. The guy with the glasses, do you get douchebag vibes from him?
White boy West Wave?
Yeah.
He's just I don't have an opinion on him right now.
You don't get the vibe from him, like the douchebag?
And he's weird. He's weird. He's white boy weird. White boy weird West Wave. That's his name.
10 times fast.
Yeah.
But you can't hate the player because if all of them are paying him, he's a genius. I gotta give it up to him. Props.
We'll see how long it lasts. I give it 6 months max.
6 months. What's gonna happen in 6 months?
I think that Ashley's not going to get paid. She's not going to realize she's not getting paid what she should be getting paid for a while because we all know she's a little slow. I think so that's going to fall apart. Then I think that Santos is going to catch on to White Boy West Wave is taking more of a cut than he should, or he's making shady deals or some shit. I don't know. Maybe it'll work out. I think Brie and Santos are going to come out better than Ashley with all of it because more people are going to watch Brie and Santos. Brie's pretty. She's nice to look at. She's controversial. Sure. She's a shitty mom. Yeah. But it seems like she's trying, whereas Ash Trevino's not trying. She doesn't care about her kids. There's a video I'm working on where she's like basically like telling them don't spend money when they go to like Target or places like that. So whatever. Anyway, so I think people are always going to watch Brie and Santos for those reasons. People do like controversial people. Look at you guys watching me talk about Ashley. People like controversy. People like drama. But people don't like bad people. So I don't think Ashley's going to make it. I think 6 months top with White Boy West Wave. Either he's going to get tired of her or she's going to get tired of him. I don't know. But who knows? Charging $3 for OnlyFans might work out for Ashley. We don't know. If you subscribe to her fans, I'm coming to get you. In this next clip, influencer Ashley Trevino is going to show us her makeup routine. Ew.
That's some magic makeup if it does anything.
Magic makeup.
Magic makeup.
We need a magic makeup mic to enter the scene because we'll have White Boy West Wave and then magic makeup mic. It's what dreams are made of.
Okay.
Everything. I have a whole stash.
Yeah, we did bring chips, hot Cheetos, and bean dip.
Y'all didn't bring me none?
We did.
Oh, y'all.
Can't forget dessert.
Exactly.
Oh, we did.
So everything is there.
We'll clean it.
We got lettuce.
Yeah, vanilla and chocolate.
I don't know what's worse, her loud mouth smacking that gum or that nasty, dirty, moldy looking sponge. Ew. What the hell is wrong with that nasty ass sponge? Is that her fingernails that have been embedded into the nasty sponge? Why is it brown?
Everything is there.
We'll clean it.
We got lettuce.
Yeah, vanilla and chocolate.
Sorry. That's funny. Imagine if Ashley was putting her makeup on right now. Sorry, go ahead.
He saw the clip before you guys did. Anyway, in this next clip, watching Ashley put on her makeup is very much giving Judy D. That time she almost passed out from a nasty, gross, smelly, moldy, infested sponge, allegedly. Ugh. So if you don't know who Judy D is, that's my girl. She has been working very hard to get her YouTube channel to where it is. I was watching the girl when she had like 50,000 subs and she just blew up over the course of a year. Go subscribe to her channel. But basically, Judy D goes to the lowest rated makeup artist in whatever city she's in. She, I think, currently lives in Dubai or somewhere over there. And every time I see Ashley Trevino put on her makeup, I'm reminded of one of Judy D's videos, and it's very much giving unsanitary. Ew.
Where's Santa? Oh, he's like. What?
His phone is right here. He put it right here. I don't know where he went though.
Oh my bad.
Yeah. I don't know where he went. Santos put his phone right here. No. I don't know where he went though, to be honest.
I mean, if you know you're going to be on TikTok live or you're live streaming all the time, at least wipe that shit off with a baby wipe or a makeup remover or a wet paper towel, something before you put that shit in the view of the camera. I mean, you can see yourself in the viewfinder of the phone. Why would you put that nasty, gross, bed bug infested nasty sponge for everyone to see? I mean, she's been using the same sponge since I knew who she was in November of 2024, and we're halfway through 2025. Ew.
They work the morning until we start getting together. Every single time I'm like, where's so and so?
Where's Santos?
Your mom.
What is that? What is that face? Is that her teeth? Why's her teeth look like that?
She looks like a what are those from the Grinch? What are those? She looks like a who? She looks like a who from Whoville.
She don't what? She don't have a filter. I know. We've been ballooning all day.
Oh, well, yeah. Here.
Should we use the guacamole and the piso de gallo in these containers? Do we leave them in there? Right. I don't think so.
You know what it reminds me of when Ashley's sticking that black eyeliner in her eyeball like that? It reminds me of that part of that verse in that Cardi B song where she's like, bitch is gonna get pink eye.
Dusty ass bitch, you got pink eye.
But what do you guys think about today's video? What do you think about the fact that Ashley Trevino can't keep a man? Theo Fester's telling all of her business. She's doxing him and his minor children, and she's still using that nasty moldy sponge? Ew. What do you think about the fact that White Boy West Wave is now her manager, or Santos's manager, and now Santos and Bree's her manager, or whatever kind of pyramid scheme that they're working over there? Do you think that Ashley Trevino is going to be the next big live streamer? Do you think that Ashley's going to knock out Wendy Ortiz from all streaming platforms and she's going to be the one that we all want to be like? Do you think that we should all just give Ashley Trevino our $3 so we can see her slanging around that missile meat? Ew. Or do you think that Ashley Trevino and her nasty, moldy, bed bug ridden, allegedly sponge need to get off of Kick, get off of live streaming? Make sure you let me know in the comments below. Ew. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if you want to stay up to date on all things internet drama, theme parks, and Ashley Trevino's muscle meat, make sure you like and subscribe. Until next time. Did I say missile meat? I keep thinking I'm saying muscle meat.
Meat muscle.
Did I say missile meat though? This is ridiculous. Yes, missile meat.
Meat muscle.
No, it's missile meat.
Missile muscle?
It's missile meat.
The jock strap. What is that?
That was her missile meat.
It was like she was wearing something red, but there was something white in the middle.
That was her underwear.
No.
That was her underwear holding up the missile meat.
That's disgusting. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Ugh.
She says she got a fat.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
That's disgusting.